Slavery ended in Washington, D.C. on this day in 1862. Kareem Abdul Jabbar, basketball player, born in 1947 on this day. April 16th, y'all. And I bet y'all don't know what tomorrow is. I ain't telling nobody. I tell you tomorrow. If I don't slip up. Yeah. Ain't that something, y'all? Slavery ended in Washington, D.C. in 1862 on this day, April 16th in 1862. Jesus. Yeah, I stay educated over here. Jesus sakes. Trust me. So a lot went on today, y'all. Why do people want to be so negative? But above everything happened today, only one mishap happened. Well, two negative things I've seen. One is on a short. And the other one, I don't even care to even get that ugly thing on the film no more. I mean, when you got an ugly attitude and you ugly in the face, it's not good. Just being honest. I won't say ugly, I should say ill-fitted. Same old thing. A better word. But anyway, the reason I said it was because it is what it is. And they know they look that way because they act that way. And for to have a reason to be mad at me because you're jealous, it's envious. It's envious. That's envy, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Who is this? Let me tell y'all something. Who goes to a church and fight people? The devil. They went to the church where I had the Holy Spirit last Sunday. It was fighting over there, y'all. Where they give you clothes, drawers, I mean food, hot food, everything. And was over there fighting, y'all. In Hampton, Virginia at the Antioch. Trying to make that church look bad. Easter week now. They need to crawl up under the bed. Trust me, y'all. It don't make no sense. Before I can get to the church, I had 3 people stop me to tell me what was going on at the church. Before I got there. I wasn't going to turn around because I just knew it was the devil. And I should have known who it was. The same person that tried to, hey, LL, the same girl that tried to jump on me because she jealous because I was on Meta. When I was on Meta, she was talking mess about me. And mad because I'm, expanding on my YouTube channel. But she over there fighting a grown man. It could have went different. Because that man tired and homeless and tired of walking around, things happen, But that guy don't bother nobody. I see him all the time at the bus stop, y'all. A man and a woman was fighting at the church, y'all. Where they give you stuff at? No, they gave me, let me tell you what the lady they was extra nice today and everything. They was just probably was like, what is going on? They were fighting at the church. So I went over there and gave me some underwears, because they give you nice underwears. Look, he gave me 2 bags. They know Sheri like to keep her thing clean. Yeah, so I got me some. She gave me double underwear, y'all. She said, here, she was just being nice. Everybody was just being so extra nice. I think it's because the devil tried to come in there. Yes, 2 bags. Look, I show them to y'all. 2 bags, brand new. Look, 2 bags, y'all. And they're the nice, cool ones for the summer. See, you can see through them. See? See, they're all different. They're all different. Yeah, I got a size 7. They real comfortable. They all don't match. It's like when Walmart, when you go in Walmart or go in a store and people open the bags and get 1 or 2 out of there where they can't sell that pack. And what they do is they write it off for a tax thing and they donate these packs of underwear and stuff, to churches and stuff like that. So I think that's 6 pair. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I'm getting excited, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 in there. Yeah, they give away underwears every week at the Antioch Church over on in Hampton, Virginia. Don't add Dookies things. Why you always gotta be? Let me tell y'all something. Negative people gotta stay out of my chat. Oh, I bought me some of these before, y'all. These some good underwears. Look. I bought some of these. And then see how they mismatch? So 2 pair, somebody stole one out of Walmart and stole 1 pair out. That's what they've been doing. And then they put another one that's missing that don't go with it like that. So it was 3 pair in there. So I got 8 pair of underwears. They like me. They love me. I went to their church. Some of them noticed me because I went there Sunday for service. And they said, you was here. They said, you was here Sunday. I said, yeah, I enjoyed myself. And I showed them my I showed them my short when I did Only God Can Do It with the red dress on when I left from there. They said, that's you. I said, girl. And they some subscribed to me. I think so. I think 1 or 2. Yeah. And then I wrote down the name for the other women because their phones, their account won't on YouTube, so they got something at their house. They said they're gonna type it in. Yeah, I have a good time at church, y'all. As usual, not just when they give you stuff. The good time is when you praising God and having, cleaning up what you done messed up. I'm gonna clean up what I messed up. Start my life over again. I'm gonna clean up what I messed up. Start my life over again. Yeah. So I'm in here. Guess what I did today? I fed some people today. I fried some fish sandwiches this morning. And y'all know in the summertime, right? I still will do fish. I do tuna fish and stuff like that. And what else I be doing in the summer? I don't know. I just do all different kind of stuff. People don't really like peanut butter sandwiches, y'all. They rather have a bologna sandwich, a spam sandwich for the peanut butter jelly. They want some meat. So be expecting me to be giving out sandwiches again this summer too. If you don't get off my channel with that stupid mess, boy. So I'm in here. I had left a couple of things that I was doing. And I'm in here putting some of this stuff up. And then when I left, I had 2 things that I had to wash up when I left. I just left them because I was running a little tad bit, not really late, but a little off. And I'm in here getting these 2 dishes that I left. And this bowl. And then I filled up my ice tray. But anyway, I had fun so far, but let me tell y'all something. This lady, the same lady over at the Monday church, I ain't scared of no ghost. I'm born the day for Halloween. But look at this, y'all. Be mindful, okay? I'm about to be 50. My son is in the army. And the girl said today, after she had fought the white man, when she left out the church, after the church gave her little stuff, she told them that she gonna beat me up next. And I told her out the door, I said, you're gonna be in jail or hell, because I give you a Jesus beating. The last couple of people I fought, asked them, I called Jesus the whole time while I was tearing their tail up. Stomping them. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Woo! The whole time I was stomping them in the ground. I said, Jesus. And I told her, I said, look, you come over here, baby. You going to jail, because I know your whole name. You put your hands on me, you going to hell. Because I got so much, people that I got PTSD. I already had things people that did to me. You come over here, you might get everything my neighbor did to me, everything that my 5 exes did to me. You might get it all. You might not even be able to get back up off the ground. Yeah, I told the church too. I said, you heard what that girl told me? I told her she gonna get a Jesus beat. Yeah, I don't fight no more, y'all. I pray for people. Cause I already know how I fight. I got so much in me, you know. I don't. I be shouting in my kitchen and praising God because there ain't no daggone way. So yeah. Whew. So I got tired of that guy right there, y'all. I got rid of him. I ain't got time to explain to him about nothing. Ah. So yeah. That was a beat down right there. She don't want none of this. And let me tell you why the fight probably began. Because she walk around smelling like a whole, what's it called? A zip, y'all. She smelled like a whole zip. A whole zip. Y'all know what a whole zip is? Is that an ounce, 2 ounces of weed? She had the whole church stinking when I came in the door. And I looked and I said, I already knew who it was. She need to start saving some of that money that she's spending on that weed and stop going to the church and getting food and shoes and clothes for her children. I'm going to call social service on her ass. Lord, please give me the name of Jesus. I ain't cuss in April 16th. She messed with the wrong one. I would call CPS. I know where she stand. And they would take every child out of her house. And they won't get her a urine test. Gonna find cocaine to spraying on the weed. Trust me. Let her say something else to me. I'm sending CPS to her house. And weed don't come out your system. And how much weed that she got in her system, she ain't supposed to smoke it anyway. I'll tell you why. Because she probably got bipolar or something. And her medication, she can't smoke weed and had that with her medication because it would cause a reaction. Yeah, and that's why her reaction while she was up there fighting on that white guy at the church today. She should be ashamed of herself. And the lady that was sitting there consoling her, because that girl's a bad seed. Ever since I've known her, she's been unfit. She's been on weeds since forever. My son was, 4? Would she be knocking on my door all the time? Jesus. And cigarettes. Newport cigarettes and weed. Addiction, y'all. She need to get rid of her addiction. I'm going to tell you why. Because anytime you're going in a church building where the elders are, and you are fighting in the church and on church property, you need to sign up to a rehab. And they need to take your kids. Because you eating up their food stamps. Smoking up their food stamps. Evidently, you smoking up their food stamps because you always at the church. All the churches. How I know? Because I be there. I get an SSI check. But guess what? I take it. I be in my kitchen. These potatoes and the salmon and stuff they give me, I cook that stuff up and give it back. All right, y'all. That's enough of that. But let her come on here and try it. Boom, boom. 2-piece on your tail. Girl, play with me. That's Jesus. Hey, that's Jesus right there. Got some Jesus for you. Come on. They're going to find you over there. You know how Sophia hit Sweet Pea and knocked her tail up on the thing? Try it. You want to. And she probably weren't about to. She would messing with me. She going to have blades in her mouth, box cutters and everything. Because that's how I can fight. I always been able to fight. Ask Foundation Park people that thought they could kick my butt and I won't put 10-11. And I stayed in Barnell, Virginia. And tied where the teacher home. I could tear them up. Ask anybody I know. Ask anybody about Sheri B. I ain't never ran from that fight. But when I got older, I got smarter because I didn't want to be locked up all my life. And she shouldn't even be shut her mouth up. I'm going to tell you why she needs to shut her mouth up. She has kids. They ain't 21 yet. My son's 21. Going on 22. You shouldn't be starting. Never nobody already raised their children. Because really, they ain't, what they got to lose? Really nothing. Because assault is what, like 20 days or something like that? Suspended. Anger management. Girl, please. But you got a whole lot to lose. You got your Section 8 and your kids. And your food stamps. YouTube, Jesus says. I'm gonna call right down there everywhere. Let her say something else to me again. CPS gonna be knocking on her door. She know I know where she did. Right around the corner from Worcester. Worcester. WORSTER. I know the address. Right around the corner. I drove over there to bring some food one day. But you won't there. Let that girl keep playing with me. I told Jesus about it last time when I cried in that church over there Monday. When she tried to have all them people against me and they know I ain't no bad seed. Her and that smoking weed, drinking moonshine, wanna be African dude that she having sex with for weed. Discernment, girlfriend. You can't mess with people with discernment. You get told on every time. Every time. You get told on every time. You can't mess with people with some discernment. Honey child. Alright, y'all. So, back to the good stuff. So, go check out my shorts. I ain't put them all out yet. The ones that I put out was in the end of March. Some of was at the end of March. When I went to Phoebus, y'all. The same time when I saw that egg thing in the yard, well, I made about 100 videos that day. And I forgot all about them, and it was in my drafts. And I was wondering why YouTube and my drafts kept telling me empty the drafts. So I just like to hold on to something sometime. Just in case of a rainy day, I don't feel like taking no content or doing nothing or cooking that day or something or making content. I just like to hold on to it. And then too for memories. I still got a whole bunch of other stuff too, y'all. That I ain't even took out my draft. I'm gonna do it today while I'm talking about it. Some court stuff. Stuff that happened in my yard not too long ago. I gotta get that out of there and make it into a video and just put it on private. Cause you know, you always got to have an ace in the hole. So what I'm doing now is put some of the stuff up that I got. And I got some of the same stuff that I get all the time, y'all. I cannot wait till this man get my real earrings. Because lately my ears been itching from the metal. I was supposed to be painting them. But yeah. So. Oh, they had all colors of spray, hairspray. Look, I don't have to dye my hair, y'all. And I was just saying it to the lady in the store the other day. Because I got purple hair. And I said, you got purple ponytail? She was like, nah. I know I could have made a purple ponytail too. But I wanted it half black and half, what's it called? So here's the purple. So this is going to work out for my ponytail. And I got white. And another purple. So spray paint. So, because I don't dye my hair no more. I just spray it on there. You know, after I do my hair up. It spreads. Y'all want to see me spray this? Red? No. So you can buy colored hair too. And braid that stuff up if you want to. But I just wanted to spray. Because I have just told the lady in the Chinese store. And I'm repeating it because it's weird how sometimes I could be talking talking to somebody about something that I'm gonna get or gonna buy, and then I end up getting it free, y'all. It just end up. That's how God just work, you know. Work like clockwork. So I'm just brushing up. My kitchen been immaculate, y'all. I mean, it's been very, very clean. And the only way it's getting cluttered up now, again, is because I bought some of the stuff out of the bags and put it over here. And then I had did that cooking this morning. And I said I was going to get it back before I left out of here. I was going to get it back like it was. But I didn't want to get caught up into it and rush, because if things wouldn't have happened like it happened today, had I been standing up in here still trying to brush up and get this right, everything wouldn't have happened like it happened today. So a lot of times you got to go with your instinct and get them moving, and don't be late. Early birds get first worms. I've been up since like 5 o'clock, close to like 5. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Willie Moore on my radio, y'all. You gonna jump in the radio? Let me take this outside. So that radio, you can turn it off and it'll come back on by itself. It's something that's shortage or something there. The other one did the same thing. I don't have no problems with Willie Moore, but the only thing I question about Willie Moore, y'all, is why do he always try to classify himself with Nelly? They're two different people. Just because you're from St. Louis and he's from St. Louis, don't classify yourself with somebody else. God made you Willie Moore. Made him Nelly. Think about it, y'all. Let me see your grill. That's the only thing that I got a thing with him about. He always saying on the radio, always talking about Nelly. His name always in your mouth. That man is different than you are. God made everybody different. Well, other than that, he all right with me. I had subscribed to him, not on my YouTube, but on my I follow him on my Instagram and my Meta. I don't know if I don't know if I don't be going over there, but I know sometimes when I go to my Meta account, I see some of the stuff. He be over there. I don't keep up with that no more. I got to go over there and clean that account up, all 3 of them. I had unfriended a lot of people, but I ain't been on my cover by the blood. My Instagram is hooked up to my Facebook, but I really ain't been over there on Instagram, y'all, in a minute, to be honest. But I do have an Instagram covered by the blood. I ain't been over there. So I want to wash my towels here. So I'm about to put them in the, I'm trying to hide something, y'all. I gotta hide it. So I'm gonna do a video on my findings, and I had brought it in here earlier on my findings. So, because I don't want to, when I do my lives, it's messed up because it messes up my views. So a lot of stuff I don't want y'all to see. Probably saw that too. I had pulled it out because I was gonna make a little short, either a short or either do a video on my findings, stuff that I found. To the ones that want to know, the ones that don't want to know, it don't matter. Because a lot of y'all subscribers just being nosy. Competition, competing. You see who can get to Jesus first, right? I hope that's it. That's all it's gonna be. Jesus saved. I think this is my second bag of carrots. I think I got 2 bags of carrots. I gotta see Mr. Mark and them got. Do they have carrots? They say sweet Georgia ones. I might want to keep these. Let's see if the same ones. Let's see. I gotta check some out. Oh, it's 2 bags of sweet Georgia. Where did they get that too? My mama. I'm saying my mama gave them. Cause I just last week, y'all, I just cooked up carrots, and I'm gonna take the carrots and mix it with my sweet potatoes and make a carrot candy yam. Y'all see what I do. I just don't like to keep telling people because all people do is copies. Copycats. People are just I mean, not that it ain't been done before, but I just sometimes be just wanting to do stuff myself. And then my lives just make people hear me go run and do it. That's the funny part. Excuse me. I passed gas. I drank some milk. Oh yeah, the church gave me a whole gallon of milk, y'all. And I am lactose intolerant. So if you heard that gas, I'm in my own house. I said excuse me. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Trying to put this last bit of spaghetti in this container so I can make for something else in the refrigerator. This container too big for this little bit of spaghetti that I got left. So I'll bring y'all over here in a minute. I'm just trying to get these two things out of the way. Basically, what's going on. Where is it? How long have I been up here? 27 years? Only God can do it. I bet you whoever experienced that at that church started acting like they would never get that sight out their mind. And I don't see why somebody proud of that. I'm just thinking about, I'm glad I wasn't there. I'm glad. I would have called the police and everything. They said the police was up there, but I think I would. I don't know what I would have done. I might have helped the guy out because that girl needs what she needs to get locked up somewhere. God need to teach her a lesson because she thinks she just thinks she can just say and do anything she wants to a person, and she's had that mentality ever since I've known her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People that try to go for bad until somebody burn their tail up. Back in the day, they said go for bad. They go for bad. And bad go right to hell too. I'm glad I went there, y'all. Because y'all know positive energy is where it's at. I don't know how I want to be running negative. And for them to take that over there to that church don't make no sense. All them people that is real, when I say 60 and above, you may got a few 40-year-olds that volunteer over there. But most of them 60 and above over there. And it don't make no sense. And the church I'm talking about is Antioch, y'all. The church I just visited. It's on my shorts. You'll see it on my shorts. I got a couple more shorts coming up too. It's 4 o'clock on the dot, y'all. Lately, ever since I've been looking at the clock, over the clock has been like even numbers and numbers that I used to play lottery. It's like God showing me all that time that I put money in my time into numbers, and now that I'm finally doing something, you know, and not messing up money and numbers and all that stuff, and basically found something that I like doing. Love doing. Cooking I love. That's like my number one love, cooking. But the thing about it is, when I used to cook on my lives, people won't treat me right. So yeah. They won't treat me right, though. They were cheating me out my views. They were cheating me out my views. Basically. My watch hours. Just like for instance, is nobody up here now. And my shorts is 15, 60 seconds. How many 15 and 60 seconds is in 30 minutes? Think about it. Time wasted, what I call it. You know what though? Y'all know what? Not gonna be time wasted for me. Trust me. A way out of no way. Oh, I got some stockings too, y'all. Y'all know Easter around the corner. Got me some stockings. Tell y'all, they give hot food away too. They have spaghetti and corn in there in a roll, and yeah, sometimes they have like chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. I just had spaghetti, y'all. So basically, this plate is going in the refrigerator. I'm gonna give it to somebody tomorrow or either today when I go back out. That's how I usually do that. Because if I already got food, I'm not taking a plate from somebody else. But they give you that stuff. So, and a lot of people get off the bus and go there, and then go back home. They come from everywhere, all over the bus. 109 and the 115 they get on and get off, and they go there. It's like every week they go there. So that food and stuff is like a necessity. And that's good that they do that. I don't go there every week. So I probably won't have to go there, next week and the next week. Because she gave me extra underwears. And then, yeah, unless I run out of potatoes. I ain't gonna run out of potatoes because I'm not getting potatoes. Because I'll be cooking those potatoes and, give them right back. So basically, I go for the vegetables, y'all. Green peppers, this stuff like this, tomatoes. That's what I go for. Mainly. And then if they give meat, that meat, it come in handy too. Let me see what's in this bag. I think some meat was in this bag too. There's something. Oh, Lord. What? Oh, I'm about to cook this on the channel. I'm not telling y'all what it is. Yes. And it was like $18 for it. I'll tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what, after I cook it, I'm going to tell you where I got it from. And I got some lean ground beef. I'll tell y'all when I cook it on the channel. I'm gonna hashtag any y'all. I'm going ahead and I like having new stuff that I can cook on the channel. Different stuff. Yes. That thing costs $18. I'm not telling you what it is, because the ones that are YouTubers like me be trying to beat somebody to it, like that lady be going to Publix. She see me cook something, she going to Publix. You didn't cook it, you're cheating. That lady, the old lady, she see me cook something in my kitchen. She said, well, I ain't cooking, I'm going into Publix. My social security shit. YouTube check. I'm laughing, y'all, because God be blessing me in many ways, and I just be laughing at the people that just be trying to compete against God. How can you compete against God? Your eyes to shut the box with God. Alright, y'all, I'm about to read this real quick. Oh, Lord. I like had to wash my hair again, because I put that peppermint stuff in there. Alright. So I still got some apples over here, some potatoes. So them potatoes is going in that box that's back there. I keep it back there in that cooler place. Let's see. This face is here. Why did she write that this many times? Okay. Let's see. AJ, I miss you. Hey. I'm gonna sit down, y'all. My leg's tired. I've been up. I'm about to sit down. I've been up. Slide over, y'all. Slide over. Okay. I'm about to read this. What was that? Oh, I know what it is. Oh my God. My back feels good. So I'm about to read this. It's vegetables falling over, y'all. The guy threw the vegetables in the trash can. I don't know if y'all ain't seen the video yet. I don't know if I got it out yet, but somebody went to the Antioch church, and I saw him on the side of the thing when I was on my way to it, taking all the food and putting it in the trash can. Majority of all of it. But it was for me to see it, because it was still in the bag. I went in the trash can with the camera and pulled it out the trash can. Hey, Larry. Pulled it out the trash can, put it in my stroller, my Jesus Meals on Wheels. Jesus Saves. Okay? So it was meant for me to go that way and to see all that happen. And I did film it. It's gonna be on my short, so y'all will see it. And y'all understand what it is. What the short. So I be catching a lot of stuff lately. But I know who the person is, but I didn't put his face up there. Because I'm going to tell you why, and I'm glad I didn't. Because I asked him, I said, why? I said his name. I said, why did you put that food in there? I said, people are hungry. He said, you eat it then. Told me like that. And I said, what? I just kept going. I said, he must be in one of them moods. People, when they're on drugs, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Addiction ain't no joke. And when they can't get their fix, they take it out on people. I have boyfriends like that. And that's why I used to get in a whole bunch of fights and stuff with them too. They be nicking and fiending and be wanting to get over there to the crack house or to the weed house or to the other woman. Some men have addicted to women too. More than one woman. So I woke up 4 in the morning and you was laying next to me dancing in the bed. You need to stop lying. You was watching because you had the phone on, silly. You had your phone on. Learn. You said I woke up at 4 in the morning and you was laying next to me dancing in my bed. No. You fell asleep with me on the phone. You was looking at one of the dances. You silly. All right, y'all. We in do you pronounce this? Ecclesiastes, y'all. Chapter 7, verse 3 through 9. Okay, do not be quickly provoked in your spirit. For your anger resides in the lap of fools. Wow. Okay, a pastry war of all foolish things that have led to nations going to war. Could a pastry be the worst of all? In 1832, y'all, it said slavery on this thing when I just came on. Hold on. Oh, that's 1862. That's 1862. I thought this said it's 1862 when slavery ended in Washington D.C. All right, this is 1832. In 1832, amid tensions between France and Mexico, a group of Mexican army officers visited a French pastry y'all shop. What am I saying? Pastry. I said pastry. That's what I said wrong. It's pastry, y'all. Like pastries, like bread. Pastry shop in Mexico City and sampled all the baker's goods without paying. Though the details get complicated and other provocations compounded the troubles. The result was the first Franco-Mexican War was 1838 through 39, known as the Pastry War, in which more than 300 soldiers died. It's sad what a movement of anger can incite. Ugh. And you know what, y'all? I'll tell y'all in a minute. Most human conflicts, shattered marriages, and ruined friendships are likely rooted in some form of unmanaged anger. Just talking about that anger stuff. Something wrong with you. Selfishness and power plays, unresolved misunderstandings, slights, and counter aggression. It's all foolishness. So often our ill-advised perceptions of reactions led to destructive anger. Yet I get it right. Ecclesiastes offers wisdom. Quote unquote, do not be quickly provoked in your spirit. Thank you, Jesus. It could have been worse. For anger resides in the lap of fools. And that is verse 7 and 9, y'all. No, yeah, chapter 7 and verse 9 in Ecclesiastes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's foolish to have a short fuse and be easily provoked to anger, especially when God offers a better way, perhaps through, quote unquote, the rebuke of the wise person. And that's verse 5. Pursuing wisdom we can, quote unquote, let the peace of Christ rule in our hearts. And that's in Colossians, Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. We can live in wisdom and forgiveness as he helps us. And when WINN, Collier, COLL, or Collier, COLLIER, is the author. Where have you given in to foolish anger? I almost did it today. Jesus. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking. Because what she said, you next. I said she got in a fight with the other guy, and it happened before I got there. And when she went out the door, she ain't said it to me, but she told the person that was coming in the door that I am next, that she gonna try to beat up. And I came out the door and I said, you going to jail or hell, or you gonna get a Jesus beating. I shouldn't have did that, because what if she still felt that little high that she had in her head, the high. I'm gonna beat me another one. Because you know how, let me tell y'all, when I was drinking, and you better not try to. My blood was already running, and I'm Indian, right? And I used to drink bootleg of wines, Wild Irish Rose, try it. Or Hennessy, try it. So I know how drugs and addictions and things like that, and you already got an anger problem, it just make it worse. Yeah. So right here when it says, where have you given in to foolish anger? Today. But God somehow overturned it. She didn't try to get in my face or whatever and try to pop off. Maybe she was tired from fighting the man, because she fought a whole man. I don't know. Or maybe God just stepped in, like he always do. They don't want me getting in trouble. I've been in trouble like all my life almost. It's time to win. I was born a winner, right? So, the next thing it says, how did it hurt you or others? It didn't hurt me, but it could have. I might have disrespected some of the elders that was in there, but some of them laughed because I told them I was going to give her Jesus beating. Do know, y'all, people that's spiritual connected to God, you do not want to get in a fight with them, because they don't want to fight anyway. Okay? God and Jesus changed their life. You do not want to get in a fight with Christians and spiritual people, because they good people. You gonna get a good fashion butt whipping. Trust me. Because God gonna allow them to kick your butt. You know, like Daniel with the rock and the giant. That, for instance, right? You could be that big, but because God said you can win, you can win. Yeah. So, here's the prayer. Dear God, I don't want to allow foolish anger to control me or harm others. Please help me release my anger, and receive your peace. Nicely said. Bible in the year, y'all. 1 Samuel 30 through 31. Luke chapter 13, verse 23 through 35. So that's April 16th, and that's our daily bread. And I am an ambassador now. Y'all know I read my letter the other day. Y'all know how I know God loved me and love you too, but God's been favoring me lately. On April Fool Day, y'all remember? I got hearts from In Touch Ministries. Never sent them $1. Okay? I sent $40 to Our Daily Bread. Why? Because I be using their stuff. It's free, but still, I be using their stuff. It's like sowing a seed, right? And I had asked them, can I write in their thing? And they said, no opening, right? They sent me a letter on April the 1st. That was dated April the 1st. And they said, I can be an ambassador. So why would I be foolish to be slipping up and get distracted and let the devil take the things that God has been blessing you with? Was it $1 million? No. Was it $1 billion? No. Is it $1 trillion? Yes. Jesus is $1 trillion. Knowing who Jesus is and giving your life to Jesus, no money can amount to it. What I'm saying, y'all. Okay? So I can't, and let me tell you, and the devil sees that. And that's why he jumps into these people. And that's why God had me on the other end and held me up with these things that I saw that's going to be in my thing. It's going to be in my shorts. So by the time I got to the church, everything had settled down. You see? Had I not been in here and doing what I was doing over here at the Hope Center, I would have been there while it was happening. See, you know, God know that foolishness is going to always try to overcome peace, joy, and happiness and stuff like that, y'all. But see, some people don't recognize that until they get about 60, 70 years old. And that's not good. But see, I've always had discernment since I was young. And I never could stand no type of negativity, you know. But if somebody tried to do something to me, I was quick to fight, because my mom always told me beat their tail. My mom went for bad. You know, she liked to fight. She told me to fight. I got kicked out of schools and everything. Went to the girls' home and everything, y'all. But see, you got to learn. At one point in your life, you have to learn. You have to learn how to maintain your temper. And when you are putting drugs, cocaine, powder, sprayed weed, the weed, they're not giving you regular weed. They are spraying their plants so they can get you addicted. I noticed that when I was smoking. I stopped it. That's it. My whole attitude was changing. Said, this weed ain't making me hungry or nothing. Don't even want to make me laugh. The weed didn't even want to make me laugh. Weed is supposed to make you laugh, y'all. I'm going to tell you where I first started smoking weed. What I used to call it. I used to call it Triple H. Happy, horny, and hungry. The weed they got out there do not make you happy, horny, and hungry. I got 3 different more H's for them. I'm trying to tell you. The weed that they have out there has people mean and ready for somebody to say something to them so they can take their head off. You know. And they don't get no appetite until all the weed is gone. So that's how I know they're spraying the weed with cocaine and fentanyl and stuff like that. That's why people doing what they're doing. And that's why they're going off. And that's why they ain't got no appetite. Weed's supposed to make you eat. You get the munchies. When you got some weed and you smoking and you don't get no munchies, believe me, it's something that's on it. It's a barbiturate. Something's on there. Something sprayed. Cocaine. Fentanyl. Something's on. Heroin. Something is on it, y'all. Yo. Wonder why you keep going back to that drug, man. I need another bag. I need another bag. I ain't got no money. Can I give you half of my food stamps? Or when I get paid, huh? Or I'll give you some. I'm laughing because it's addictive. And when they spraying it with chemicals, because I remember before when I had stopped weed, I had counted it up. This how I knew. Cause see, I'm good with numbers. Okay, I said, wait a minute. At first, a $10 bag would last me 3 days because I just hit it, put it out, clean up and stuff like that. Hit it, put it out. And I kept hitting it, hitting it. Just wait a minute. I needed $10 a day. 10 times 70. 10 times 7 days in a week is 70. 4 weeks in a month, right? 4 weeks. 7, 7, 7, and 7. 21 and 7. And that's 28 times 10. And then you do that again, and watch where all your money at. Your car. You smoking your car up, you smoking your food up, you smoke, and you be like, and you walk around mad because you ain't got no car, and you ain't got no new shoes, and you ain't got no jewelry. You done smoked it up. No, that's what made me stop, y'all. Because I noticed they was spraying it with something else. And I said, wait a minute, I ain't never had no weed habit. I knew they were spraying it with something. I never been a smoker. And the only way I could smoke, only way that I could get high is if I pull it in French inhale. I never knew how to inhale. Like, look, I had to, and then blow it up in there to get it. I never could smoke. Never knew how to smoke. So I knew they was doing something with the weed. And then when I started counting my money gone, I ain't even had lottery money. And I like to play lottery. I ain't had no beer money. And I like to get a 6-pack every day. So I said, wait a minute. $70 a week? And then if you getting a check, if you getting SSI like me and I wasn't working, you getting a check, a SSI check. Like my SSI check then was like 7 something. And I said, wait a minute. And then one time I started buying ounces of weed. You know? Just to try to keep some money, y'all. Yeah. So that's what this was about, you know. Mainly this video is about get yourself fixed, okay? I knew I had problems. I never take my problems out on nobody else. I knew I had addiction. I knew I had 5 to 7 to 8 addictions. And the top ones was alcohol and sex. My top 2. And I cut out the sex first, then the weed, and then the alcohol was the last one to go, y'all. Yeah, but I like gradually did it, because I had been doing it since I was 12, you know. And I like to drink. I like to turn up. I turn up for Jesus now. It is what it is. But don't take your stuff out on nobody else, okay? Cause you feeling some kind of way. Don't take your stuff out on nobody else. Just go to the rehab. Call the number. They will put you in a program. Don't worry about your kids. Your kids got more sense than you do. My son had way more sense than me. I breastfed him. He had way more sense than me. He kept on telling me when he was 5 and 6 years old, you need to get your priorities straight. I said, what's this 5, 6-year-old boy telling me? You need to get your priorities straight. And then was telling me, why you hanging with those bums? And then was telling me my boyfriends was leeches. You know, kids are smart. Don't ever get it twisted. Because I told my mom about her. That stuff came right back to me. I told my mom about herself. It kept running away from home. I told my mama stuff too. And, you know, and it came right back to me. That's what it usually do, y'all. If you do something to your mom and you experience something and you get the loud mouth and stuff, it came right back to me. And I got one son, and he did it right back to me. You ain't got no other choice but to sit there and take it. Yeah, because them kids smart. And you do something to them, they're going to tell it. Yeah, I told it. Everything somebody did to me, I'm telling it. If I don't tell it to a higher authority, most of the time that be God. It'll always be God first. You know, I always tell God everything. Anything bother me, I tell God. Yeah. Thank you, Riley. Yeah. So I've been up here an hour, y'all. A whole hour. An hour of power. Jesus. Jesus says,